Before Jacob ever signed the lease for apartment 407, the previous tenant left behind a note, a single line scribbled in shaky handwriting. "Don't use the bedroom mirror after midnight." The landlord brushed it off, said it was a joke, but Jacob kept the note anyway. Something about the handwriting felt desperate. The building was old, built in the 1920s, with warped wooden floors and radiators that hissed more than they heated. But it was cheap, close to work, and the view was decent. Only one thing felt odd: the bedroom mirror, a tall antique thing bolted into the wall as if the building itself didn't want it removed. On his first night, at exactly 12:07 a.m., Jacob heard whispering, soft, close, too close. He sat up in bed, scanning the room. Nothing. Then he heard it again, right behind him. He turned toward the mirror. For a split second, he thought he saw someone standing in the reflection, a shape, tall and thin, positioned where he should have been. But when he looked directly at the spot, the room was empty. He blamed it on exhaustion. The next night, the whispers came again, this time clearer. A voice, low and strained, like someone speaking through cracked glass. "Don't look." Jacob froze. The room temperature dropped sharply, his breath fogging in the dark. He stared at the mirror. In the reflection, the bedroom light flickered. But in real life, the bulb stayed perfectly still. He slowly raised his hand. In the reflection, his hand didn't move. That was the moment he realized. The reflection wasn't copying him anymore. On the third night, he covered the mirror with a bed sheet. But around midnight, he woke to the sound of fabric tearing. The sheet lay shredded on the floor, as if clawed from the inside. Jacob's pulse hammered. He knelt down to pick it up, and as he stood back up, something cold brushed across the back of his neck. He spun around. Nothing. Yet the mirror held a fingerprint, a long, smudged print dragging downward across the glass. He hadn't touched it. By the end of the week, he stopped sleeping in the bedroom. He moved to the couch, but at 12:07 a.m., the whispers still came, now drifting through the apartment walls. "Jacob, look at me." He jammed headphones over his ears. The whispers seeped through the music. He shut his eyes. The whispers spoke directly beside him. "You're in my place." Something moved in the dark, a faint shifting, like feet dragging across the wooden floor of the bedroom. Jacob grabbed a flashlight and crept toward the hallway. The bedroom door was half open. Inside, the mirror glowed faintly, as though lit from behind. His reflection was standing there. But Jacob was not. The reflection smiled. Jacob stepped back, but the bedroom door slammed shut. He shoved it open with his shoulder. When he looked again, the reflection was gone. He ran to call the landlord. The man answered sleepily. "Listen," Jacob said. "Something's wrong with the mirror. Someone's in it." There was silence on the other end, too long. Finally, the landlord spoke, voice low. "Jacob, that mirror was sealed decades ago. After the man who lived there..." He stopped himself. Jacob swallowed. "After he what?" A strained breath came through the phone. "After he disappeared into it." Jacob's heart stopped. "Why didn't you tell me?" "Because," the landlord whispered, "no one's been able to remove that mirror since 1974. Jacob stared into the darkened hallway. "Then what am I supposed to do?" Another long pause. Then, "Jacob, whatever you do, don't let it touch you." A soft tap echoed from the bedroom. Then another. Then a long drag, like fingertips sliding slowly across glass. Jacob wasn't alone anymore.